Welcome all in day 24. Leadership is not a title, a position, or a series of commands. Leadership is energy, expressed through presence. By now, your journey through retention has strengthened your internal foundation, expanded awareness, and refined control over desire, emotion, and focus. Today, we explore the subtler realm, how that energy translates into leadership, not through force, not through manipulation, but through presence that naturally commands respect. Presence is magnetic. It draws attention, signals competence, and inspires trust. Leadership energy begins with mastery of oneself because influence begins from within. Before we go deeper into Semen retention mastery, subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram community linked below. You'll get guidance, insights, and exclusive updates designed to accelerate your growth. Stay connected. Your discipline, focus, and transformation begin right here. True presence is grounded in possession. A man who has retained his energy understands that power is not scattered in pursuit of approval or validation. It is centered, deliberate, and coherent. Leadership begins with this internal authority. Without it, influence is borrowed, reactive, and shallow. With it, influence becomes natural, sustainable, and felt even before words are spoken. Your energy speaks first, articulating what cannot be expressed through language alone. Others sense it, often instinctively. Respect arises when people feel your steadiness, decisiveness, and clarity. The second pillar of leadership energy is emotional intelligence. Power without empathy alienates. Control without compassion isolates. A man whose presence commands respect balances authority with awareness of others. He understands when to act, when to speak, when to listen, and when to pause. Emotional mastery allows him to navigate complex social dynamics without losing equilibrium. Retention strengthens this capacity by quieting internal impulses that would otherwise scatter focus or trigger reactivity. By holding energy, the mind is free to observe, evaluate, and respond with deliberate precision. Decision-making is central to presence. Leaders are defined by action, not by intent. The man who embodies leadership energy makes choices decisively, without hesitation or visible anxiety. This decisiveness is magnetic because it signals internal certainty. People are naturally drawn to clarity. They trust it and are willing to follow it. Retention amplifies this decisiveness by consolidating mental energy, reducing distraction, and sharpening focus. The energy that once fueled scattered impulses is now channeled into deliberate and impactful choice. Physical presence contributes to leadership energy. Retention enhances vitality, posture, and physical confidence. A man who walks with grounded rhythm, steady gaze, and controlled gestures conveys authority without speech. Body language communicates far more than words. Leadership energy is projected through movement, tone, and timing. The same principles that stabilize energy internally controlled breath, posture, and rhythm project externally, creating a magnetic field of influence that others perceive instinctively. Authenticity is essential. Leadership energy that is performative or forced is shallow and is highly recognized. True respect arises from authenticity. It is the alignment of internal energy, values, and behavior. Retention deepens authenticity by fostering self-awareness. When a man knows his priorities, strengths, and limitations, his energy is coherent. This coherence communicates reliability and trustworthiness. Presence without authenticity is a mask. Presence with authenticity radiates influence effortlessly. Listening is a subtle but powerful component. Leadership is not dominance. It is resonance. The man whose presence commands respect, listens actively, absorbs information, and responds with insight. Listening signals awareness, patience, and value for others' contributions. It is a form of energy projection, not through words, but through focus and attention. People are naturally drawn to those who see and hear them fully. Retention sharpens this skill by stabilizing mental energy, allowing the mind to remain calm, attentive, and discerning in interactions. Boundaries are crucial for sustainable leadership. A man who maintains his energy and respects his limits creates clarity in interactions. Boundaries communicate what is acceptable and what is not, signaling both strength and respect. Retention reinforces the ability to maintain boundaries without aggression or compromise. Respect is attracted to structure, consistency, and integrity. Those who overextend, react impulsively, or seek approval erode their presence. Leadership energy requires measured engagement, decisive boundaries, and consistency enhances influence. Leadership energy is reinforced when actions, words, and behavior align over time. People sense inconsistency subconsciously and perceive it as weakness. Retention amplifies your ability to remain coherent and consistent. Energy that was once dissipated in reactive impulses is now directed into repeated demonstrations of reliability, focus, and calm authority. Consistency, rather than volume, generates trust. Leadership is cumulative. Presence grows with every aligned action. Communication amplifies leadership presence. The man whose energy commands respect chooses words deliberately. He does not speak to impress or dominate. He speaks to clarify, inspire, and guide. Retention refines speech by consolidating mental energy, reducing distraction, and increasing focus. Timing, tone, and brevity matter more than verbosity. Words should reinforce the authority projected by energy, not replace it. Those who rely solely on rhetoric without energy often fail to inspire genuine respect. Influence is subtle, not coercive. Leadership energy does not demand attention, it attracts it. Retention strengthens this subtlety by consolidating the energy that once scattered into compulsive behaviors or over-verbalization. A leader's energy is persuasive not because of force, but because of coherence, calm, and reliability. People follow instinctively when energy communicates stability, intelligence, and integrity. It is attraction through presence rather than manipulation. Self-regulation is foundational. Leadership energy requires mastery of impulses, emotions, and attention. The man who is reactive cannot maintain influence. Retention strengthens self-regulation by refining the nervous system, enhancing emotional resilience, and stabilizing focus. Impulses that once triggered chaos are now observed and managed. Every moment of self-regulation reinforces authority. Presence emerges not from performance, but from internal coherence. Adaptability strengthens leadership presence. Environments, people, and circumstances constantly change. The man whose energy commands respect can navigate uncertainty without losing composure. Flexibility in response, combined with internal stability, signals intelligence and authority. Retention provides the mental clarity and emotional balance necessary for this adaptability. By holding energy, the mind becomes a stable platform for observation, evaluation, and responsive action. Vision is an essential amplifier of presence. Leadership is not merely reaction to events, it is direction toward purpose. A man whose energy communicates a clear vision naturally draws attention and alignment. Vision provides a framework for decision-making, action, and influence. Retention strengthens the capacity to maintain focus on long-term objectives while engaging with daily challenges. Energy is no longer scattered. It is intentional, coherent, and compelling. Magnetism arises from integration. Leadership energy is not compartmentalized. It flows through body, mind, and spirit. Physical presence, emotional composure, mental clarity, and ethical integrity converge to create an aura of authority. Retention consolidates energy, amplifying this integration. People are drawn to coherence, whether consciously or unconsciously. Attraction and respect follow naturally when energy is aligned and consistently expressed. Reflection reinforces mastery. Leadership is not static. It is iterative. Daily assessment of behavior, responses, and energy strengthens alignment. By observing interactions, decisions, and internal reactions, a man refines his presence, deepens influence, and consolidates authority. Retention provides the mental space and energy necessary for reflective practice. Reflection ensures that influence grows not through force, but through continuous refinement. Mentorship and service amplify leadership energy. The man who guides others without diminishing himself creates reciprocal respect. Energy held internally, when shared wisely, elevates both parties. Retention ensures that energy is available for giving without depletion. Presence becomes generative, inspiring growth, loyalty, and collaboration. Leadership energy is amplified when it is applied with purpose, integrity, and service. All right, you've got this incredible energy now. Don't let it dissipate. Before you click off, prove you were here. Smash that like button, and if you're serious about this journey, hit subscribe right now. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. I want to know where the next wave of power is coming from, so drop your city or country in the comments below. For direct answers and our inner community's best secrets, the Telegram link is in the description. And please, share this fire with the one person who needs it most today. Go be a force. Have a truly powerful day. Authenticity in action is critical. Leadership presence is compromised when energy is misaligned with behavior. The man whose actions reflect internal authority, ethical clarity, and emotional balance generates influence effortlessly. Retention refines alignment by consolidating impulses and strengthening self-awareness. When internal and external expression match, presence becomes magnetic and respect becomes automatic. Patience is another essential element. Leadership is not a race. It is sustained influence. Quick reactions, overexertion, or visible anxiety undermines authority. The man whose energy is grounded can wait, observe, and act at the optimal moment. Retention stabilizes the nervous system, enhancing patience and strategic timing. Respect arises when people perceive calm control rather than desperation or agitation. Energy projection is subtle but perceptible. The man whose presence commands respect does not shout, assert, or dominate unnecessarily. Energy flows from coherence, not volume. Subtle cues, posture, tone, gaze, timing, and rhythm communicate authority more effectively than words alone. Retention amplifies these cues by stabilizing internal energy, aligning body and mind, and increasing magnetic resonance in social interactions. Sovereignty underpins influence. A man who is sovereign over his energy, desires, and choices radiates confidence. He is not swayed by others' opinions, gossip, or manipulation. Retention consolidates energy that once scattered in distraction, worry, or reaction, creating an internal center of gravity. Presence emerges naturally from this sovereignty, commanding respect without effort or assertion. Leadership energy also thrives on discernment. The man must know when to act, when to speak, and when to observe. Not every situation requires engagement. Not every opinion deserves expression. Retention strengthens clarity and discernment by reducing mental noise and stabilizing emotional responses. Energy is invested wisely, creating maximum impact with minimal waste. Humility reinforces authority. True respect does not come from ego or domination. It comes from the subtle blend of strength, competence, and humility. A man who retains energy, acts with clarity, and serves others without ego gains influence that is durable, resilient, and magnetic. Humility communicates confidence without arrogance. Retention amplifies this by fostering self-awareness and focus. Finally, leadership energy is cumulative. Every day of disciplined retention, conscious decision-making, emotional mastery, and reflective practice strengthens presence. Authority grows, not through performative action, but through repeated demonstration of coherence, competence, and integrity. The man who consistently consolidates energy and aligns behavior with purpose creates a presence that commands respect effortlessly. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. By the end of this lesson, you understand that leadership is energy expressed through presence. It is grounded in self-mastery, emotional intelligence, decisiveness, physicality, authenticity, patience, and strategic engagement. Retention amplifies all of these qualities, providing the internal stability, clarity, and vitality required to influence without force, attract respect without manipulation, and guide others with integrity. Leadership energy is the ultimate manifestation of long-term mastery. The man who commands respect through presence, walks with quiet authority, acts with deliberate intention, and inspires through coherence rather than coercion. His energy radiates internally and externally, affecting environments, relationships, and outcomes in profound and lasting ways. Presence, grounded in retention, is the silent language of power that others feel before they hear it. Keep watching. Day 25, coming soon.